team line. 15 line.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Kill. Turn. Ready.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check. Say. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Shit. Look at me. Door.
SOS.
Now.
SOS.
Be grip.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
What are you doing?
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Rock it.
He's checking crap.
Hey, Foxtrot.
On 1st and 10, Herbert taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
General West.
Watch out.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Henry with the ground. And they're well past midfield, shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Lock, and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Check, 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 check. Patch it, patch it.
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now this time, Locke will throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Back at the 25-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
5-2 to Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
I'm coming for you, son. Yep. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the... Hey, Sam off. Let's go. Ready?
Looking to throw. Herbert. And caught by Henry. And some room to run now. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one. For 13 and a Charger first.
4 yards. That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Check pass, check pass. Check 52. Switch, switch, switch. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
On the ground, it's Eckler. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Check 40. 80 weapon.
Check 45.
Hey, exit.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Shoot.
On 1st down, Herbert going to throw deep for the end. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
No. Check that. We want Mike 52 right here.
From the gun, it's Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's their 1st sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They look to throw. It's Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, But that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, Alpha. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Where's 52? Watch 52. Get it.
Blocked now on 3rd and goal. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Yeah.
2nd and 8 at the 6-yard line.
52. Mike 52. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? Mike 52. Mike 52.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. He completes it to Henry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Ready.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down.
Ready.
Back to throw. Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Mike Popo. I got one.
Big grip.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Coming this way, here we go. 45's the mic. Stop your whining. Sponge. No.
Look, squeeze.
Safety's creeping.
Now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Check 52, come on. I'm trying to collect.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
60 or.
Now on 2nd and 13. Lock. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
45. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Hey, Charlie.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Go.
45, Mike, 45. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The corner blitz works to perfection for A.J. Boye. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Leo. Back hard.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Jack.
2nd and 15. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
4 down. Check. Crunch. Hey, Mike 52. Hit it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Complete. It's Henry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Mike 5-2. Here we go. Deuce.
X3. 218. Chop it.
Lucky.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The final shot before break. Herbert.
Intended for Hunter Henry. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Will Fuller, 76 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for. And
take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
the Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here I come. Check 4, check 4.
49, check 49. Recon, 132 fighter.
Slam.
Fire.
They'll run here with Eckler. He finds an opening past the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long.
Kill. Out.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Set, ready. Henry. Forward to Mike. He don't know no better.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Oh, nice move. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Locked to throw for it on fourth. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On first down, Locke. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
We got 4. We got 4. 24 is the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
To throw it is Locke. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Looking to throw again on second down. Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Hey, Sam off.
He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crack.
Once more, here's Eckler. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Pilot, 64, weak. Get it.
On third down, here's Eckler. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Let's go. 30 base.
52. Hey, here I come.
Hey, Haywood. Look at me. Zipper.
52, Mark 52. Yeah.
Go. Hey, exit.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
52. I got you.
Throwing again. Herbert taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check pass.
It's a give to Freeman running right. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Amos on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Check. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 44. Mike, 44. They can't hang with us.
Ready?
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Locke now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And he's got Fuller. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Brings up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, we got 4 down.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Over the middle, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Locke now, 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Locke going to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Will Fuller. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are back within a single score. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Watch the eye.
Ready?
Completes it to Hardman. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
First and 10 at the 40.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Check 3.
Bam!
Check 26. Check 26. Check.
Go!
Running right, here's Dillon. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you. Switch. Shift. Watch the shift.
What? Squeeze!
Check.
Hit it!
Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, Mike 52. Bring it. Mike 52.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Go!
5-2 is the Mike.
Leo!
3 buzz. Check.
Let's go!
Back to throw. Herbert taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught. Touchdown, LA! Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Chargers 31, Broncos 21.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And they're going to get him and behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Broken tackle. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Lock. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
The Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. Lock gonna go on 4th down, eluding the pressure right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Watch 52. 52's the mic. All day, baby. All day, all day, all day. Check. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Hard, hard.
Jam, 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 jam. Kill, kill, kill.
Get.
On 1st down, Dillon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Look at me. Score, score.
Kill, kill.
2 draw Corkers.
Kill, kill, kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Break.
45, Mike, 45.
You're out.
Check.
80 weapons.
Check. Say. Switch.
On 3rd down, here's Peyton. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Hey, Charlie. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Lock now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
On first and 10, here's Locke. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Locke again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Will Fuller there to make the grab. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They go for just one here as it's up and good, and that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Rock it.
Check 50. Watch twist.
Go.
He's checking credit.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Watch out. Check. Bang.
Hey, lock it.
Bang. Watch twist.
Protein spill.
Six guys. Check six guys. Check, 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 check.
Get.
Now a carry for Dillon. Got some room at the 30. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they got themselves a first down.
The Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Check, 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 check.
They run again with Peyton, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
On the set.
45, Mike, 45.
Greystone, travel.
Patrick. Joker, 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 Joker.
Ready.
On third down, Miller. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the home team here, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.